Good evening, Stay Up family. This is Jamal again with the Stay Up Foundation, and this is episode 12. So today, what we're gonna do is some stretching. You know, stretching is essential to working out. When you doing fitness, any form of fitness, you have to stretch. Get your muscles ready, get them prepared to perform. So that's what I'm going to show you guys, my stretches before my exercises, stretches after my exercises. I like to stretch throughout the day to get my body loose and prepared to do whatever I need to do physically. All right, so we're going to start with some basic stretches. Start with the butterfly stretch right now. I like to take a couple deep breaths. Right, back a little bit. All right, so what I do is like to push down my legs to stretch my inner thighs. All right. Normally I start with my upper body, but we're gonna start with lower body this evening. All right. Straighten my back. So all I like to do is push down, slightly push down on my legs to stretch that inner thigh really good. All right. These stretches I normally do first thing in the morning. I don't even get out the bed. I just sit in the bed, sit up in the bed, do my stretches. It always starts out my day pretty good, so loosening up my body. It has some type of effect on my mentality towards the things I need to get done throughout the day, and I like to get that stretching done. That's a key part of the day for me. All right, do a couple of those, and I'll stretch out my leg. All right, like that. Pull my feet back. Pull the tip of my toe back towards me. Not too hard, but just enough to feel that stretch. All right, twist your toe a little bit like this. That's how I like to do it. I like to twist my ankle to the right a little bit, twist it to the left. Just gently stretch it. All right. All right, so let's do the other leg. Put that leg out like this. All right. Pull that toe back gently, not too much, just enough so you can get that good stretch in. All right, hold it for about 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. All right, lean forward a little bit. All right. Okay, another stretch I like to do. Back up a little bit. Let's put one leg over the other one. Stretch like that. This is stretching that hip muscle. You know, that hip, the ab, the side, your hips, and your abdomen on the left side of your abdomen. You like to get those. You want to stretch really good and stretch all your muscles. All right. So about 15, 20 seconds. So you get a good stretch in. All right. You can switch legs. Okay. Few more seconds. All right, good. Okay. put them out in front. Lean forward. If you can put your whole upper body down towards your legs. Stretch your back. This is stretching your lower back, your lumbar. Hold it for about 15 seconds. All right. Whew. Take some deep breaths. All right. So what I have now is my elastic band. And this is what I like to use to stretch my hamstrings. All right. So what I do is I lay on my back. Show you guys how I lay on my back. All right. I put the loop around the tip of my foot. All right. Put it around the tip of my foot, and let me back up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. What I like to do is put it on the tip of my foot so I can get a good stretch. All right, so this is what I'm doing, guys. I'll put it like this. You guys can see. All right. Hold it for about 15 seconds. All right, you don't want to put too much pressure on it. All right, just enough to get a good stretch in. All right. Hold it for about 10 more seconds. All right, we'll switch feet. All right, same thing. Hold it for about 15 seconds. All right. Now, we're going to switch the band back to the left leg. And what I'm going to do is lay back and stretch, get a good stretch on this hamstring. I'm going to show you guys how this works. All right? So you have to be careful. You don't want to you want to keep from any injury. So you want to be as careful as possible with your legs, your lower extremities, especially if you have a disability, a physical disability like me. I'm paraplegic. All right, so I'm very careful with how I handle my legs. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just lean back and pull this leg up. All right, I'm gonna hold my knee and hold the band at the same time to stretch that hamstring, which is this muscle right here, right behind the thigh. All right? Hold it for about 15 seconds. All right. Okay. We'll switch legs. for about 15 seconds. Stretching the hamstring. We don't want to pull it too hard. We don't want to overextend those muscles, but we want to stretch it just enough so we can feel that stretch in your leg to get a good stretch in, to stretch that muscle. All right, hold it for about 15 seconds. A few more seconds left. All right. You can hold that leg right by the knee. All right, to keep it from falling. All right, you don't want to put too much pressure on it, but just enough to get that stretch in. Okay, good. All right. So now what I like to do is, while I'm on my back, let's go ahead and bring both legs up. Just hold them right there. Press down a little bit by the ankle to stretch that quadricep muscle, which is right here. This muscle right here is the quadricep. So what you're doing when you're pushing down, you're stretching that quadricep muscle. All right? You don't want to put too much pressure on it. But the way I'm pushing it up and down is to feel the right position and the right pressure to get a good stretch in. All right? You know your limitations. Know your limitations. All right? Don't overstretch. Don't overextend those muscles. But stretch them just enough so you can get a good stretch in. All right? Okay? All right. Okay. So now, we're going to turn over on our stomach and we're going to stretch our backs. All right, we're going to stretch our back. I'll show you guys how I do this. All right. Now we're on our stomach. Okay. What I like to do is make sure my legs are parallel. Make sure they're right by each other. Make sure they're side by side. Make sure they're parallel. All right. Take a look down. Make sure they're parallel before I push up. So with this exercise, I'm going to push up and slightly extend my lower back. All right. Slightly extend it. Not too much, but just enough to get a good stretch. And I'm going to hold it. All right. Okay. Now what I'm doing now is stretching my lumbar, my lower back. All right. I have to be careful because I did get injured. My spine was partially severed, and my injury level is L4, L5, so that's the lumbar. So that's where my injury is. So I have to be a little careful with it. All right, hold it for about 15 seconds. And down. Okay. Now, this next stretch, I'm going to do something a little similar, but it's going to be different. So what I'm going to do is lift all the way up. I'm going to go on all fours. All right? And I'm going to rotate my back and my hips to stretch out every angle, to stretch out my left side and my right side, my front and my back, to get each side stretched out evenly. All right? Show you guys how I do it. Okay? All right, so I'm now on all fours. All right, so what I do is up, down, up, down. About 15 ups and downs each. All right. So it's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So there's 15 ups and downs. So we're going to do side to side now. All right. So be careful. If you do have limitations, be careful with this. Take your time. Get some assistance if necessary. All right. So I'm turn to the side, turn to my right, turn to my left, turn to my right. I'm going to do about 15 on each side. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. All right. Okay, so we'll turn back over. Okay. Now, we're going to do upper body stretches. And this will be the last part of stretching. I know it's a little extensive, but this is how important stretching is. And this is something that we should always include before we do our exercises and after, just to make sure those muscles are stretched out and loose. All right? And it helps your circulation. It helps with the functionality of your organs. All right? So it's beneficial to your body in ways that you may not know. All right? So that's the importance of stretching. Okay? So let's do upper body stretching. Let's get some breathing in. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right? All right, so let's do some turns first. Let's do some turns while we're in this position real quick before we do our upper body and arm stretching. All right, so we're gonna turn, hold it for 15 seconds. All right, turn the other way, hold it for 15 seconds. All right. Last but not least, guys, we're gonna do some upper body stretching. I'm gonna show you guys, and this is very important. This is very critical because I utilize, and people with disabilities can relate to this. We utilize our arms a lot, a whole lot, with everything that we do, from transfers to working out, to cooking, to pushing our chairs, to walking using walkers. We utilize our arms a lot. So with that, with that being said, we have to, and it's important for us to stretch those arms. Put emphasis on stretching our arms and getting them loose as much as possible. All right, so we can prevent from any long-term injuries. All right, and so that's key for us, especially people with disabilities, and also elderly people, people that have some form of disability. It's important for us to take care of our arms. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the last exercise that I have, the last stretch. All right, so we can stretch our backs while we're in this position. All right, this position that I'm in now is called the butterfly. All right, I like this position because it's firm. All right, I can't really move too much. You can stretch really good in this position. All right, you're set. All right, and you're also stretching at the same time. All right, so I like the butterfly position. All right, so let's go ahead and stretch our arms. Get them loose. All right, get them loose. All right, I'm gonna start first with one arm across the chest, the other arm under to pull it over. Okay, and we're gonna hold it for about 15 seconds. You can breathe while you're stretching as well, because that'll help you stretch that arm better, or stretch whatever muscle. Okay? All right, let's go. On the arm, let's switch. 15 seconds. All right, don't pull it too hard, but just enough to get a good stretch and hold it. Okay? All right, shake it off. All right, so now I'm gonna put one arm up and over, then we're gonna take the other one and place it on our elbow and pull it over. Not too hard, but just enough so you can feel that stretch in your bicep. All right, 15 seconds. All right, 15 with the other arm. Place that hand on that elbow and pull it over. Okay. 15 seconds. All right. The last stretch we're going to do is we're going to interlock our hands and we're going to go straight up and hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Try to push your arms back as far as possible. I know it's going to be tough, but try to push those arms back to get that full stretch. Get your arms fully extended. All right. "15 seconds. All right, almost there. All right. Whew. All right, that was a good stretch right there. All right, So that was a full stretch for you guys, Stay Up family. Thank you guys for tuning in to the 12th episode. We're going to continue to be posting videos each and every week. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't to the channel. And if you feel like this information or this content can help somebody, please do share this video. And check out the other videos I've posted as well. Thank you again, Stay Up family. Remember, the Stay Up Foundation is an acronym for Stay Uniquely Progressive. We're all unique individuals, and we can all stay uniquely progressive in our own way. Stay up. Until next time.